Thank you very much, Rakshita and Niranjan. Good morning and Jai Hind, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Republic Media Network, I thank you all very much for joining our inaugural Forces First Conclave here today at the Manekshaw Center. The Forces First Conclave 2025 is India's largest, most impactful and high-profile military conclave we are hosting. Especially since Operation Sindoor, it has a special significance. And it is very humbling that we have been given an opportunity to host it here in association with the Center for Land Warfare Studies. I would like to very warmly welcome our Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi, sir. It is a total privilege and a matter of deep inspiration for me personally and for all of us here at the Republic Media Network that you are with us here this morning to deliver your keynote address for an event that has been a long-held vision of our network. I thank you for giving us this great opportunity, sir. I would also like to warmly welcome and thank all the serving officers and accomplished veterans who are here today. I cannot name all of them, but I'd like to thank Lieutenant General Devendra Sharma, Lieutenant General Ajay Chandpuria, Lieutenant General Abhijit Pendarkar, Lieutenant General Rajiv Gai, Lieutenant General Sumer Ivan Dekuna, Lieutenant General Dushyant Singh of Clause, Major General Sandeep Sharda, Air Marshal Diptendu Chaudhary, Lieutenant General M.U. Nair, Lieutenant General A.K. Bhatt, Lieutenant General Raj Shukla, Major General G.D. Bakshi, who's here with us today, and Ms. Deepti Mohil Chawla, who will be joining us in some time. Thank you all very much, among others. If I missed any, please forgive me for being here. We are also honored to be joined by 57 serving officers. We salute you, sir, for your service, your leadership, and your unwavering commitment to our great nation. And I believe that this Thought Leadership Forum will leave us with many thoughts on how to take the country forward and work together. I also believe that an occasion like this is a great opportunity for the media and the military to come together. Personally, I would like to say clearly that I have said there is only one philosophy, sir, at the Republic Media Network, sir. When you come to our studios, you will not see news first, not that we are bad in the news. We say nation first, emblazoned. Some of you who have come to our newsroom would see that emblazoned right there as you enter and as you leave the newsroom every day. You look up every day and you commit your journalism to the service of the nation. Today, we are here to listen to you. So I am not required to really make a big, long speech. But I would like to say to all of you, especially our dear, beloved serving officers, retired officers, and members of the armed forces, this network is your network. We have stood by you. I'm proud to say on behalf of our network that during Operation Sindoor, there was nothing but substance. There was no hype. There was nothing else. There was focused attention. And we are so proud of your achievements. I would also like to thank Chairman and Managing Director of Bharat Forge, Baba Kalyani ji, for being here, for his support and unwavering support for this event and all that he's doing for the forces. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to set some context to this event. Today we stand at Bharat's crossroads of strategy and history. We are at an inflection point strategically, and we are all increasingly aware of it every passing day. Militarily, in the north, our soldiers operate in altitudes exceeding 20,000 feet, where oxygen is scarce, temperatures plunge minus 30 degrees. In the west, Operation Sindoor showed the world that India's land, air, and naval forces are in splendid and lethal cohesion, acting with unprecedented energy, openly projecting power with tremendous precision, as we showed between the 7th and the 10th of May 2025. We also showed the brilliant and unparalleled integration of our forces, all while maintaining strict discipline and international credibility. Ladies and gentlemen, for this, we have to be ever grateful to our services. But we are also in an age of uncertainty, and we are maneuvering through it, which I would like this conference to highlight. Our rise comes with tremendous tumult in the global order. Perhaps never before. From Ukraine to the Red Sea, from the Taiwan Strait, there are over 40 to 45 active conflicts in the world today. The world is therefore witnessing what I call the most militarized decade since the Second World War. Global defense spending is going to touch $3 trillion. AI warfare alone is going to count into hundreds of billions of dollars. Cyber attacks on defense networks have tripled. And therefore, the changing nature of war, the changing character of war is something we would love to discuss here. We are gathered in an age where geopolitics is no longer about borders alone, but about bandwidths. Where wars are not mechanical alone, but algorithmic. Where they are fought through drones, satellites, space, cyber intrusions, and most importantly, since we run one of the largest media houses in the country, narrative wars have become part of the story as well. Ladies and gentlemen, autonomous systems, AI targeting, hypersonic weapons have made deterrence timeframes vanish. Therefore, decision-making has to be so quick. Our conflicts are not just kinetic, they are powerfully cognitive. And that is where I believe Bharat always has an edge. Because the one great thing about Bharat, which we showed during Operation Sindoor, is that nobody but Bharat and Bharat's soldiers can outthink the competition. We have outthought, outmaneuvered the competition, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, there is no competition. As General Dwivedi said during his speech in IIT Madras, and I thought that was a brilliant quote, sir. Narrative warfare is no longer secondary to battlefield success. It is part of the operations architecture from the outset. To quote General Bakshi, who was describing a narrative management system, he said, it is about influencing the domestic population, the adversary's population, and the neutral population, and therefore wars are no longer fought in silos. The skies and cyberspace are no longer peripheral. They are the new front lines of conflict. The battlefield has changed forever, and with it, our responses to it. We in the media got a ringside view of Operation Sindoor. We didn't get all the information, sir. But we know that that is also in national interest. But I would say that Operation Sindoor sent a clear message to the world about what India's response would be in this new age battlefield. We were proud, terribly proud as a media organization, in the media, and as citizens of this country, at the manner in which our forces led and the way in which they hit. First, number one, it showcased our integrated warfare, our ability to conduct multi-domain warfare, seamlessly integrating all areas, land, air, cyber, space. Secondly, it showed our precision and technological coordination. Targets hit with advanced communication systems and terrible precision. Indigenous systems, number three, were at the core of it. And therefore, from the Akash Tir system to AI-enabled platforms to ISRO satellites, the NAVIC navigation system and drone swarms, all of it truly gave us an opportunity to showcase our increasing self-reliance in defense innovation. Fourthly, it was a step towards theater command integration. Operation Sindoor underscored the practical need for theater commands, aligning with General Dwivedi's what he has said earlier, his vision that theaterization is quote-unquote absolutely necessary, unquote, and inevitable for Bharat. And finally, it marked India's entry into a new warfare era where technological fusion, indigenous capability, and domain integration define the nation's military indigenization. Ladies and gentlemen, it is in this context that we are hosting our conclave today. We are hosting the conclave today in a way to start the conversation about the Defense Charter for the future. It is not for Republic to even suggest what that charter would be. But it is for the Republic Media Network, for the media and the citizens of this country to observe what that charter could be and to ask ourselves, ask not what the services do for you, ask what you can do for our services. I would also like to tell all our representatives from the services that when we say nation first, we also say forces first. We believe in the moral leadership of the Indian Armed Forces. I can proudly tell you this, we do not just believe in your warfare, we believe in your moral leadership, and all of us who are here would know very well there would never be an occasion when we would compromise on nation first or forces first. For us, nation first equals forces first. And therefore, I want to end with the moral dimension. The moral dimension of warfare is equally significant. The strategic dimension is incomplete without the moral dimension. We do not say that we are right. We must believe that we are fighting for the right. The moral dimension, our ethos of Vasudeva Kutumbakam, has now run in the veins of each one of our strategic actions. Once again, to quote General Dwivedi, who recently said that India's future security on a whole of nation approach. A whole of nation approach where soldiers, scientists, industry, academia, and citizens, and I would like to include in this the media, work in unison. I've always said this. People say, sir, I'll take an aside. People say, Arnab, you must be neutral. I said, I will be neutral, but not in an issue which matters to our nation. I cannot be neutral between Bharat and another nation. I will always be on the side of Bharat. That is my definition of journalism. And therefore, this whole of nation approach gives us the collective responsibility, collective resolve to work together. Finally, today, as we hear from those who have led the troops in snow, desert, and dense forests, and we are so proud when I saw so many officers come in their combat uniform, may I say, at the very end, I too am an army brat, and therefore I have a different association with you. We have many members of our family from the forces. My father was Madras Sappers, 9 Engineer Regiment, 1962 commission, and we all know the circumstances in which youth committed themselves to the service of our country. We have not had the privilege of wearing the uniform, but we have the privilege of serving you to build a modern, resilient, and assertive India. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.